was going to miss this.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. First up, we have Fists of Fire, and they will enjoy a power advantage. And he'll be facing the Dark Destroyer, Nigel Big. Up first.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
We welcome you to this beautiful... We waited a long time, and now we've got this fight. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Threw the uppercut, but did not score. The straight right just misses. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. The champion is back for another defense. The jab doesn't quite connect. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Nice counter shot. Nigel Benn has been rocked. We almost saw a knockout. Hold it right there. The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. Didn't wait long to get back. Smart move here to take a knee and get a break from all that beating.
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that.
Talk about a one-sided three. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Punch, counter punch. You know they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swing and a miss with that jab. Do you believe this? Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to... Did you see that? They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And right back into the fray. Oh, wait a minute. Why weren't they... And Fists of Fire goes down. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to... 1, 2, 3, 4. What a huge momentum swing that's going to... There's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? That hook just can't find the target. You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. A perfect counter lands. And the Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn, overwhelmed with power, and down he goes. And he dropped him. The perfect sniper shot. Let's watch it again one more time.
I've got to see that again.
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull him down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
And down goes Fists of Fire. As you can see, it was a hit to the head that did it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See you continue.
I don't know who's got the advantage here after both men tasted the canvas in that round.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
There's the bell for round 4. Keep in mind, both of these fighters got knocked down in the prior round.
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
There's a counter shot. That counter punch caught him clean. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook was off target. Hold that thought. Oh, no. Nigel Benn in big trouble. Oh, wait a minute. The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. Didn't wait long to get back and hold her right there. Nigel Benn down. Can you believe it? Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
That left hook doesn't find its target. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. over till it's over. There's the bell to start round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That hook won't score. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark? Heavy shots, and Nigel Benn goes down. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
A shot from the gods took him out.
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
Oh, what a shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds of boxing, your winner by knockout and still SCI and WBO World Champion,
what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an almond. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this scat boy so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, and I'll send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't want to hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way of this heat. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an almond. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an almond. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, step to the place where my G's are with all 9 and I'm on a mad one. I don't want no attention from that girl if she ain't a bad one. Man try tell me the 3-5 come too stinky as Cali that packs from. And if I go broke, N95's a nitro slapped on. Soon put chef on the map, son. Don't pop with too many brothers, they captain off. Dog, I don't care about the past, that bad in the present and you can get wrapped up. I don't deal with pests, man got no fertilizer for them. Go on then run up your mouth yet again. Joe get sent all the way up like Rem. That's right. Nah, that ain't the flexo. I got J's on my feet, they're retro. They can act like they got bars. I got bars in my name like Esco, and I'll slap them off like Crespo. Go dish out the news like Metro, and it's punks know that I don't tech joke. In person they reject smoke. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an almond. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was.
First up, we have...
this bout is scheduled.
Welcome inside this. These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. Missing with the hook. Nice up uppercut. The most difficult punch to land clean, and he just did it there. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. So here is the champ defending the title yet again. And he scores with the counter. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. And he just missed with that left jab. Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? Yeah! How are they still standing?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
You know they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Nigel Benn has been rocked. Pretty dominant. There's the bell for round two. After a really strong.
If it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. Beautiful counter punch. Hold that thought. The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Oh, no. Nigel Benn in big trouble. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious. There's the bell to start round three. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. Is he going to punch himself out, though? The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Perfect counter lands. That uppercut just missed. time they throw a shot. At some point, the corner needs to decide we have to hold it right there. The Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. Nigel Benn overwhelmed with power, and down he goes. Let's see that again.
Shot from the gut.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate that.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of boxing, your winner by knockout and still SCI and WBO World Champion, Fists of Fire.
Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side. Only 2 options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time. We already on the way. Better get themselves in line. Thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow. I guess all the sacrifice was worth it. The pain made perfect and gave me a purpose, yeah. And I still don't get no breaks. And you about to learn why if you in my way. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, up first,
This bout,
a lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Todd, I love this place.
All right.
The atmosphere is usually second to none.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Quick punch scores. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They are giving us a high-tempo show. There's nothing quite like the chemistry between a fighter and their coach, and this partnership is working great. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. He threw the hook, didn't land. Nice counter shot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
His stamina is off the charts. This is a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. They're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. And the dancer has been knocked off their feet. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight. And
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
he's been on to the second round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength. It's preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. He threw a punch and just got countered. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. No rest for the weary. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You all right?
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
You need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
That hook won't score. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. They're in trouble. Let's see how the game plans. Let's get it started in round 3. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. A lot of effort being exerted here. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Nice counter shot. Holding nothing back here in the round. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Is he going to punch himself out, though? A perfect counter shot. Nice counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Beautiful. This could be the end. I wouldn't be surprised if they stop this fight considering the swelling and the bruising. Wow, so the referee is not going to stop it and the fight continues. That was... Here we go to the fourth round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter, one of the top 5 in the world, no doubt about it. What a massive upset this would be. And the dancer has been dropped. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up on the stool again? That was a shot.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down for them doing their job. But get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs. Did you see that? Stumbling around on Bambi legs. And down goes Fists of Fire. Wow, let's take another look at that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
Both men getting... There's the bell to start round 5. We had not one, but 2 knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Body shot work is fantastic. They exchange punches. That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it? The fight is over.
This should have been stopped at the beginning of the round.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
Just...
I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. Compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume level and confidence, a consequence of stimulating your conscious
consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you mother and opposites still play a vital role in my conquering. The combination of confrontation and pondering. Occupation is populating the conference with conversation, no astonishment, consuming the comments and then vomiting up the Vonnegut. Hey. Ominous as a monster is underneath your posturepedic, possibly in the closet. It's a necropolis, scary how I'm optimistically obstinate. Ain't no domino in my dominance when I'm dropping this. Janis Joplin droplets, it sound like the apocalypse mixed with Christopher Wallace's topics on top of obelisks. It's a kabbalist novelist inside of my esophagus. Rhyme is priming, is optimist and tastes like chocolate cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the K. Charlie cake for dinner, birthday cake for breakfast. Slice it like a ninja, pick up all the pieces, assemble like Avenger. Authoring is August, wordplay is December. That mean my pen is in cinders and my deliverance shivers like Siberian area shippers. Slip on the slick as icicles, drip from the tip of my scriptures. If you a ship on the trip, don't hit on the tip of my glacier. Swim with the fish and flippers. I finish my pitches. This is what didn't get it, getting hitting the different differs. What did he do with it? Didn't she? Who are you mentioning? Lou would do a dual identity, dueling enemies. Do it to him, chewing through him without doing it dentally. Superhuman, fluent without refueling engines with energy. This chemistry can it be? They googling endlessly. Even computers losing memory, bending mentally when they interface with the lyrical ability. Things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake. I've won many things I've done, but this one here, this one takes the cake.
First up, we have
this bout.
What a pleasure. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. The straight right just misses. Knockout or bust for both of these fighters. You know they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. Beautiful counter punch. The jab can't find a home. He wasn't much for boxing. This is a fight. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Counter punching. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Jacobs in real trouble. It appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So,
despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. Well, we know here's the bell to start round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
a historical moment. Not many boxers get to 50 fights. An absolute warrior. Nice stop, but that won't score. The straight right just misses. Oh, boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. And down goes the Miracle Man. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
They got knocked down, but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Don't waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
And that's a knockout win. Fists of Fire is done. Now that is a...
You are